So I'm going to repeat a couple things. So okay, so it's September the 21st on our team call today, and we're just talking about kind of revamping, redoing, kind of not really our challenge groups, just mainly giving some new fresh ideas so that we can have fun with this, because I don't know about you, but I have kind of been burned out on challenge groups. I just feel like it's kind of like it's good because of course, like what we do is awesome, but just the challenge groups themselves have kind of just needed a little extra oomph. And so what I have felt like as the leader is that anytime I'm allowing our whole team to roll together and do challenge groups together, we don't grow. Nobody grows. Like you just stay where you're at, basically. And when I say grow, like sure, we can make physical changes, but we won't make mental, we won't make business growth, we won't grow as people because we're comfortable. And so that's kind of where I have felt like we're at right now, again, is a road, like a place where we need to like split ways again. And when I say split ways, what I mean is that I believe that each coach who is wanting to participate in a challenge group needs to partner up and start running their own groups. Because I'll be honest with me, I mean, it's an amazing, like we have 6 people that we've got each other's back, and we know, okay, Brandy's taking Saturdays, Adrian's taking Thursdays, Ashley's taking Tuesdays. Like there's a little bit of comfort in that. And therefore, whenever we're ready to run the challenge groups, well, if I only have 1 person or 2 people, it's going to be okay because I have 6 coaches in the group. So it's going to look like there's multiple people in the group to that other person. And so in turn, we don't have anything driving us to keep doing what we said we wanted to do as a coach, which is coach. And there's nothing wrong with having 1 or 2 people to coach at all. But that's where I feel like instead of doing large challenge groups with multiple coaches, that maybe we need to do that quarterly. Like every quarter we'll rally up again together, we'll do it all together, get pumped up again, and then the next month we go back to doing just 2 coaches partnering up together. And that partnership can be anyone. It doesn't have to be on our team. I mean, awesome if you want to do it on our team. It can be any other Beachbody coach that you've made a relationship with. I highly encourage success partners. That has changed my business. So whoever that needs to be for you. And like Ashley and I have partnered with group after group after group after group. She has been my girl, and we have helped each other grow so much, in my opinion, over the last year. And so now Ashley has enrolled Adrian, who's a rock star coach, and now she needs to help her continue to grow. And then the next step would be Adrian brings up her own person, and then Adrian partners with somebody, and then Ashley brings up a new person, I bring up a new person. Like that's how this is supposed to go. There's nothing wrong with doing things as a full team, but that's not how we grow. And I will tell you that all the top coaches, they get 1 challenge group with their coach, and that's the challenge group they're in as a challenger. And then when they move forward as a coach, they don't get another group with their upline. Most of them don't, because they're onboarding multiple people. So you don't get multiple challenge groups with their coach. And I've seen why, because you don't ever grow. You just don't ever grow. There's no reason to grow because you're comfortable. And so my challenge to everyone moving forward for now is to grab a partner and do a challenge group. And so if there's hesitancy, if there's confusion, then that's where I'm saying reach out to me personally. I would not say to someone, you can't be in our group by any means. Like that's not what this is about. But if you don't have challengers, what I'm going to empower you to do is to get challengers before the end of the month. Get 1 person, get 2 people, get somebody somebody that you can help before the end of the month. Partner with someone else and you do a challenge group. It doesn't matter if it's 2 people in there. If you have 1, they have 1, and it's you 2, that's 4 people. And that's a powerful way to help those few people. Or if you have no challengers, then you can definitely ask the team, can I join a challenge group? Or what I would recommend is use that Facebook group to to do what you normally would do in the app group. Show up with your Shakeology, show up with your workout, encourage those other women in that group, create your own Facebook group. You guys are free to do whatever you want to do. So basically what I've done is created a platform to show you options that you can do, and then you're free to be a coach however you want to be a coach. There's no limitation on any of this. What I don't want is for people to be left behind. But in my opinion, if you really want to do it, be a coach, if you really want to, if you love the community, you're going to find a way to stay connected. And that's kind of where we're at in this. I have almost 30 coaches, but like there's very few that are connected. And I've given many opportunities. I run groups every month. Y'all know that. Please, dear God, tell me. Y'all know I run a challenge group every month. Like it's not difficult to know that there's a place to be involved and connected. And I don't feel like I have not given that opportunity. So for whoever wants to do it, you'll find a way to do it. But my heart is growth. I do this because I want to see you grow. And so I feel like I've kind of been like holding on to everyone for dear life of this is comfortable, this is good, but nobody's really growing significantly. And so here we go. So any questions as far as that goes? Anything at all does it make sense? Is it confusing? Is it a little upsetting? Is it like sound awesome? Or anyone fearful? Like any comments at all?
I'm good with it. Me and Adrian just started chatting about our October group, and I think it's gonna be amazeballs.
I
So
think so too.
with it.
Okay, awesome. Brandy, and do you have any, I mean, you good?
Yeah. Um, if if the other coaches all have challengers, what is the Facebook group? I don't know
It,
what the name of it is.
it's called All Access. And if you want to be involved in that group, just let me know. That's all, y'all. That's really what this is about. Any way that you want to feel connected, if you feel lost, if you feel like, okay, I'm really missing that. And like I said, I would never deny anybody an opportunity to be in my challenge group at all if you don't have anyone. And I have been allowing that for a very long time. And so for those who don't really want to grow and ask people to join, that's okay. It's not a bad thing. But I want to encourage you to know that there's other possibilities. So if you want, I can, you just let me know. You just private message me with whatever you're wanting to do. And that goes for anyone who watches the call. So we have other business builders. I know Ebony's on and she's in a meeting right now. So I will be running a group with my success partner in October. And so if there's any coaches who have challengers and they would like to be a part of the group I'm running, I'm welcoming that if you have a challenger. And if you don't have a challenger and you really want to, just send me a message anyways. Because I'm not, y'all know me by now, like I'm not going to be one to be like, nope, I'm here for you and I want to help you. I just want to talk through what our options are for you, what are to help you grow, to continue to grow. So whoever's watching the call, if you want to be involved in our challenge groups, we're just going to have a talk so that I can make sure you're filled in on where we're moving forward. And I think this is just going to be such a great thing. Like I literally can see like on our call in the next 3 months that like there's groups of people saying, we had 10 people in our challenge group. We had 15 in ours. We had 8 in our challenge group. Like that's where I want this to go. And I think that is amazing. And that's where we want to go. So, okay, can we move on? Okay, I'm going to pull up the challenge group document that I have been working on. So if you'll bear with me just a second, because we're just going to kind of work through it. I need y'all's help. So I don't know if you have had a chance to look at it yet. I shared it last, sorry, it's taken a bit. I shared it last week, and I didn't expect anybody to look at it, but just in case you did look at it, I just want to see if anybody has any comments of any sort. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me find.
Brandy, it's so nice to see your face live. So used to sweaty
Good call.
P25 selfies at the crack of dawn. So this is really nice.
Right. Yeah, I finally made it to a call. Yay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I'm logged in on my computer and on my phone, so sorry.
Oh my, it's totally fine. Okay, it should be coming up any second, and I'm going to share it so y'all can see. Okay, so basically, desktop. Okay, can y'all see this? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so basically, our last call, we kind of went through a lot of this information. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this, but I do want to highlight a few things. Sorry, it is like going nuts, and I just want to go to the top. Okay. So the two biggest things about these challenge groups and about how do we find our tribe? The whole reason we are looking into revamping, and I'm doing it next month. And Ashley and Ashley and Adrian, I don't know if you guys are going to be using this format or not, but the whole reason is to allow us to connect with our own people. So if we're not advertising or talking about things that interest us, then we end up having to invite random people, which there's nothing wrong with that. But from what I've experienced, and I know we talked about last week, is that we get a lot of people who get in our challenge groups who aren't participating, who don't get it, who aren't our people. And so we got a success club point, which is great. But at the end of the day, we're not building our tribe. We're not getting the kind of people we want in our challenge groups. So the whole idea behind these themed challenge groups is to truly find your tribe. So you had to go through some dirty work before you could even get started. And basically, you need to know who you're trying to attract, and you need to know what you're wanting to provide them. What are you trying to accomplish? And so a lot of ours are going to be very similar, but we gave some themes. And so I'm going to run through this fantasy football themed group that I'm going to be running, and just to give y'all an idea and to get ideas from y'all, so that we can kind of have this basically blueprint for every other group. So all we have to do is pull out this blueprint, make a few changes, and literally every month we can just do a new theme. So for the fantasy football, basically you're going to go through prep week. And I'm going to give you a couple of little pointers that I'm going to be doing. I've kind of already been doing some of these things, but I'm just going to throw them out there so y'all know. But you're going to do a prep week. We do that normally, right? That's usually when we do our free clean eating groups. But this is what was suggested from the person that I got this from in the Beachbody Champions page, what she does during prep week. And so prep week, of course, Monday, mindset. Tuesday, how to use Beachbody on demand, finding meal plans and creating a plan. So basically this is just a video or whatever you want to do to walk them through how to create a plan, how to list their foods out. Like, you guys know my wellness plan, basically how to do that. Because there's a lot of people who have no clue where to get started on that. So that's what Tuesday is about. Wednesday is actually taking the meal plan that you talked about on Tuesday and showing them how to create a grocery list from that, or how to pull up a grocery list from Beachbody on Demand, or making sure they know that you've included a grocery list, whatever it is for you. Wednesday, that's an opportunity to do that. Then also Shakeology on Wednesday. So basically you could give them 4 of your favorite recipes. You can post 4 of your favorite recipes in that prep week group on that day, just so you can say, put it in your file cabinet when you're bored out of your mind with the same old flavors or same old recipe. Here's 4 more. Because I don't often include that. So it's just a good reminder for me. And then it's okay. Oh, and I went ahead. Then Thursday is food prep, and so we all have meal prep videos. We all have tools to help with actual prepping. And so I just went ahead and put in one of my videos here, and then I also went ahead and put in our team 30-day meal guide. So you can do whatever you want. You can use this. It's there for your use, but you can do whatever you want. But those are things that I'm going to be including on Thursday in my prep week. On Friday, it's all about fitness and Beachbody On Demand. So you can do a tutorial through Beachbody On Demand, showing them how to use it, where to find stuff. Saturday, what am I leaving out? Everywhere there's a blank, I'm going to be asking y'all to help me. What am I leaving out? I don't have anything to talk about on Saturday.
I think, because mine is blank too, I think she skipped over, if you're going off of old girl from that video, I don't think she said what she did on Saturday. So I left that blank too.
I know. So from what we normally do, I mean, I feel like we've covered it all. So maybe we could separate something. Maybe we could pull Shakeology from Wednesday and just do a dedicated.
Oh, wait. Did you include the containers system?
I did not specifically, but it should go under prep.
Okay.
So let me do this. I'm going to put it right here. And that also, there's a great video on that. Thank you. That I definitely need to put that in there. Container tutorial. Autumn has a good video on that.
I almost feel like the container system and meal prep should be 2 separate tutorials, because I use the container system, but I don't necessarily prep my meals. And I think as a newbie, that would be overwhelming to try to figure out the container system, and then also, okay, now you have the container system, now prep your meals. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of information. But I can see how they go together.
Yeah. Well, and I think that for me, a lot of times in my prep videos, I include the container system. Like I say, this is what this looks like. But I agree that it can be. The other option would be to move the Beachbody On Demand to Saturday, and on Friday do a container and maybe Shakeology. I almost feel like Shakeology needs a prime time too. What are y'all thinking?
Yeah, I think you could probably move Shakeology to Saturday and talk about recipes and preps. And some people freeze it, some people don't. And plus, what does Amber do? Because I know you're running this with her. Does she have a certain schedule? Or y'all haven't discussed it yet? Because she needs to help too with how she would want you to post this stuff.
Yeah, she
have a whole different flow.
Well, so we reviewed it, and hers, like mine, was a little bit different from this too. And so she wants to do this. And the interesting thing is that we are going to highlight Shakeology at least one of the Saturdays. Like every other Saturday, it's totally only about Shakeology. So that makes more sense. So definitely Shakeology on Saturday. And then as far as the containers,
maybe you could do containers before you do meal prep so that they have some kind of build up to meal prep. Because if someone has never, ever thought about leading a healthy lifestyle, meal prep can seem overwhelming. And the containers are kind of overwhelming. So maybe you can do the containers and then build up to your prep. And then when you mention the containers in the prep videos, they already know what you're referring to.
Okay.
It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think in my head, like the flow of it. Like if for me, when I first got started with the containers, like I was already meal prepping by that time. So then it was a matter of just making sure I had the right portions when I was prepping.
And most people don't prep first.
Yeah.
They just dive into the containers. That's what y'all are saying.
Like I didn't start meal prepping until I learned how to use the containers, because I needed to know how to use the containers and how many portions I needed, so therefore I could cook the right for prep. So I feel as though if you do prep first, then it may confuse people who have never like done that lifestyle.
Okay.
And that goes for the same when I was doing T25. Like you didn't do that way, prep first.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would definitely put containers before prep.
Okay.
So you could do, okay, hold on. Let me look at yours because yours is kind of different than my outline. Mine's set Tuesday. So on Tuesday where you have using BOD and then you have Friday BOD, are you doing the same thing on those two different?
That one is using, like, showing them where to find the nutrition guide in Beachbody On Demand. And that's how I would create my shopping list. But it's just a tutorial of how to find the meal plans on BOD. But you know what? That's probably where
on Wednesday you have grocery list and shopping. So can that not be combined with your meal plan day?
The grocery list and shopping definitely could be combined with something. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that up here. Because what in my mind, what I'm going to do, I already have a video that takes them to Beachbody On Demand, takes them how to get into the program material, takes them to the nutrition guide, and through that they have to calculate, their bracket, and then it gives them what meal. And I went through the Shift Shop one on that video because it's super simple, like it's right there. And excuse me. So that's basically the video of that, of like it shows you this is your shopping list. Write this down or print this off.
Okay, so if you do your grocery list with Tuesday, then that could leave you Wednesday for your food prep and then keep you on not your food prep, what is it? The containers. Wednesday for your containers, and then you keep your meal prep on Thursday.
Yep. I'm going to do that too because there's so many.
You need to know how to use the containers before you made, and what your recipes were before you made your grocery list?
That's where you find it in here on Tuesday. On Tuesday, you're using Beachbody On Demand to find your grocery list, to find what you're going to actually be eating. You're making on Tuesday is actually where you're going to be finding the stuff to put on your grocery list.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Do y'all even use that? You know what I'm saying? Like the nutrition, the meal,
I did when I first started out.
Yeah, and that's what
it was like right on my kitchen counter.
Yes.
Anytime I prepared my meal. So
and my most successful challengers, that's exactly what they tell me. They say I take it to work. It's in my one like it's like their Bible. My most successful.
I wouldn't say all that, Chanel.
They are like, I live by this thing. So that's why I did it that way, is because the people who have told me they said they just literally went from in chronological order, and they but since we have Beachbody On Demand, not the actual paper, I have to show them where to find it, because so many people, I literally got a message last week from someone who has been in our challenge groups, and she said, I don't know where do I find the meal plan for the Shift Shop? And I'm like, under the materials, like, she didn't know that each one of them had its own thing, and that they're all in, I mean, so anyways, I was like, well, I know that's not my fault, because I give everybody up front a lot of stuff. So anyway, so I just want to walk them. I feel like we kind of have to handhold a little bit in order for them to be successful, because so many don't have a clue. They just have no idea. So we'll show them how they can find a
here's just a suggestion, and you don't have to take it, but maybe, well, and I'm saying this to Ashley too, for our group, you tell me what you think, because reflecting back, when you do the video, like, however you plan out your prep week is great, but technically every challenger's week is different. Like, I go shopping on a very different day than you would or anyone else. So I say that to say, if that video for that day doesn't apply to me that day, I might not watch it. And so it's not that you're not giving it to the people. It's just maybe they didn't actually take the time to, dang it. My phone died.
Oh.
We can still hear you, or we did. Oh. Oh, wait, you're off mute.
Yeah, the phone's still on.
Yeah, the phone.
Put your headphones back in. Seems like the phone's still on, or maybe you paused it. Oh.
Well, dadgummit.
Yeah. I feel like you should just do whatever order is comfortable for you, Chanel.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be presenting it.
Yeah. No, and really and truly, the only reason I wanted to get y'all's opinion is because I want it to be a resource for you and your new coaches and new people. So, yes, definitely. I'm not worried too much about it. I just wanted to get y'all to see if it made sense to y'all, because if it doesn't make sense to you, then that's a problem. And so, but I agree with what Adrienne was saying. Like, some people just aren't in the right place, in the right frame of mind, and I don't really want to do it. It doesn't necessarily need to be in an order that they're going to do that week, but I just want to give them everything they need, and that's all it is. So
I think you have everything.
Okay, and that's what I think too. I think I have everything.
All the good points.
Okay. And then
did you throw that in there?
I'm sorry.
Did you do that on Show Off Sunday? You'll load the video about how to measure yourself, or?
No, that is a really awesome. I think that needs to be on Saturday. Stat how to. There we go. And then Sunday basically is then, according to what the template I'm going off of, which is hers, she does shout out Sunday. So you wait until Sunday to give your measurements, to give your highs and lows from the week before, to give so basically for the prep week, it's going to be, okay, give us your plan, give us your measurements, give us everything to tell us that you're ready. Show it off. That's really what all Sunday is about, as far as posting in the group, which I kind of like. I think that's a great tool. And then on Sunday, you do a prep rally. And here are all the things that she kind of went through, and then I've added a few things that I think they need to know, but she didn't go into a ton of detail. So anyways, you won't have to read through any of this, but it's basically all the things that you can go over, telling them what the heck is going on, that you're, and to be prepared for that, you need to go ahead and divide your challengers into teams. so that when you get on the prep rally, you say, okay, I've randomly drawn and placed everyone into teams. These are your teammates for this challenge. Every Tuesday, you're going to have a team challenge. You have to work together to do this challenge. They don't know what they are. They don't know any of that. They just know that, okay, so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so is your teammate. And hopefully they will all be on this prep rally, because at that time they see each other's face, they can exchange numbers, or they can say, let's go to Facebook Messenger, create a group. You're just going to give them tools on how they can get in touch with each other. And then the other really, really cool thing that I feel like I need to mention is that on this call, they ask them to go around and share their why. Like, why did they do this group? Why do they want to do this group? What are some goals they're willing to share? And then they challenge them to write down, before they get off that call, to write down 5 people that they are willing to send a message to or call and say, look, I'm doing this fantasy football challenge. It's really going to be hard for me, and I'm going to put it out there so that if you invite me to go to eat, if I'm coming to visit you or whatever, like, you know that I'm doing this challenge and I just need extra support. So they told me to reach out to 5 people. You're one of my 5 people. So please, if you think about it, encourage me every week on this journey. Which I think is really, really powerful. And I don't know who all is going to do it, but I can guarantee you the people who do that are going to completely blow the challenge out of the water, like completely. And then the other really awesome thing is that at the end of the challenge, they now have 5 people that they can go and invite to join them in a challenge group, because they already know what they're doing now. And so all they have to do is go back and say, thank you so much for helping support me. I want to do this too. Like, what do you want? Would you do a challenge with me personally next month? That could be their mom, their cousin, their sister, their neighbor, whatever. But those are 5 people that person could actually ask to join them and do a challenge group. So they're basically doing coach activity from the very, very beginning, asking for support. So that's really cool. And then the next thing they talk about is the point system. So we've tried point system off and on, and it's hard. It's really hard to keep track to some degree. So I think that it's going to be interesting when we're kind of doing our own thing, and then we come back together preparing for the next month's challenge group of like, how did that go? Because I think some people, it goes amazing, and the point system really does awesome. And for a lot of my groups, every time I've tried it, there's just like maybe 1 or 2 people that actually keep up with the points. And I feel like that's not something that I need to do. If they want a prize, then I'm going to go off of them and an honor system, and they're going to log in that they drank their shake, they did their workout, that they did these challenges. They're going to have to keep up with their own points, because I don't think it's necessary for us. But anyways, that's just me. Okay, so Mindset Mondays. What? I need help. I don't, there's 3 weeks left on this that I do not have. And I didn't realize there was 3. Maybe I was focused on making the other ones get done, but okay. So if it's mindset themed and we're trying to motivate them, is there anything particular that comes to mind that you need motivation with each week? Now, clearly we're not new challengers, but if you're a new challenger, what specifically did you need motivation with each week? Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Adrian. She's like, hello. Is there anything that you can think of? Adrian raised her hand. Are you able to type? I don't know if I can let you type.
Yeah, she typed. Oh, she typed, I'm confused. And I think she's typing some more now.
Okay. We really want to get, the goal for this really is to get the challenger involved. So to kind of get them to tell us what they're struggling with, or to get them to break down whatever walls, because you know how it is. Like, we have these gung-ho people, and usually week 1 is fine, and then come week 2 they have had a terrible weekend, and then now they're not motivated to go back at it again on Monday because they had a bad weekend. And I feel like it's kind of a cycle with so many people. So I just want to just want to help. But I don't think it needs to be complicated either. So, I mean, literally Mondays, it can just be, I don't know, a quote. But they're getting points for doing what we assign them to do every day. So we just need an assignment from them. And that assignment can be like, post one of your old fears and how you're going to, like, you're going to overcome it this week or something like that. Maybe we could do like a fearless Monday but do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like what the idea behind it is, instead of just throwing up like a motivational quote on Monday, or just trying to keep it different and mind provoking. Brandy, do you have any ideas? You're fairly newer. Well, not really, you've done this for a while, but I don't know. What are some things that you struggled with in the very beginning, week to week?
I think in the very beginning, just being so sore and not being able to keep up with the moves on the workouts, and wondering if I was ever going to get to a point to where, like Autumn says, it doesn't get easier, you get stronger. I was waiting for that stronger to kick in,
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's great, because I do think that that's true. So basically, the themes, that's good. So one of the themes can just be about being fearless, and the next week it can be about keeping up. Anything else? One more.
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Maybe we could do staying committed. That's a good one. Okay. So those are just ideas to run with as far as, and so basically what we've done is we've created, can y'all hear? I don't know if that's yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear me or where that's.
I can hear you.
Something with Adrian's in your computer or phone. Whichever one you have unmuted is the one that's giving noise, like rattling.
Here, I'm going to mute it for a second. Yeah, it's still there. It's gone.
Is it better?
Yep, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so basically what we did, just to give you an idea, is we created 7 templates with football themes, like the border was football, or the background was like a field, a cowboy football helmet, and then we are going to put our quote or put whatever the assignment for the day is on top of those templates. And so every day, whatever the assignment is, so like motivation, so changing your mind so you can change your body, for example. So that is exactly what I would put on top of that photo. Change your mind, change your body. And then I will say to them in the comments below, how do you need to change your mind so that you change your body? Or what are some negative things that you are already fighting regarding your body? Anything regarding mindset. And then the next week would be Fearless Monday. And I may go on to Pinterest or Google and find a quote from an NFL player about being fearless. And then you would put his quote. You could even put a picture of him and then the quote in your group, and then you're challenging them to, how are you going to be fearless this week? Tell me right now. So that's kind of how that Monday post goes. And then everything else is the same. I mean, you're definitely, if you guys want to incorporate water and nutrition and those kinds of things in your post, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But this is basically just that one post a day. Okay, so Team Challenge Tuesday. I did need help with one more of these challenges. So basically, this is where they have to work together. I am getting the bingo photo from Amber. She just hasn't sent it to me. I'm going to actually upload it into this document so that y'all have access to it too. But basically, all it is on Tuesday morning, you throw up the bingo board and you say whichever complete team makes a bingo first, then they're going to get bonus points. And so the bingo is your shake, your workout. There's some other things on there, but when each member of your team gets something, they're going to comment what they did, and whoever hits a bingo first gets bonus points. So it's just a fun way to rally each other together to create a team effort of getting bingo. The second one is shakedown contest. So they're going to work together to create a good shake recipe. Whoever posts that first gets bonus points. The third week is a team squat challenge. So you can be creative with this. You can say, okay, we're going to do 50 squats today. Whichever team has all their people finish that squat challenge first. So you're going to comment done, and whoever's team where all of them do it together first, they get bonus points. And then we need a fourth one. We could always do the bingo again. You could always repeat. That's probably the easiest. Why don't we just do that? Because the bingo's fun. Bingo again. And then if y'all think of anything, of course, do it. Wednesday is all about loving yourself. So it's Woman Crush Wednesday. And so basically you're trying to get them to love themselves through this challenge, create a new love for themselves. So these are just things that you're going to post. What is your favorite part of yourself? What's the number one limiting belief you have about yourself that you need to work through in this challenge? And again, on Wednesday, the backdrop of all these images are going to be football related. So everything you're posting is just football related. Not what you're asking them, but just the theme. And then Thankful Thursday. So this is, you're trying to get them to talk positively about challenge groups, about Shakeology, about things that they've learned. The whole purpose of all of these things is to get them to focus on them and talk about them, because when they feel like they're having a positive experience, it is a positive experience. So why are you thankful for the challenge group? That's week 1. Why are you thankful for Shakeology? Week 2. What have you learned from this group that makes you thankful? And then we need one more. I need one more.
Why are you thankful for your teammates?
Awesome. Okay, and then Fit Friday, this one, you're just trying to encourage them to continue Beachbody on demand. And so even though they're doing a program right now, you're encouraging them to go in and review another program. Try one of the 10-minute ab videos on another program. And you may say, today, we're all going to go and check out the 10-minute ab video on Brazil butt lift. And have everybody just go do it and then give you a review as a little added bonus. Friday fight. What are you fighting for today? give us another review. That's the fourth one, or the fourth week. Okay, now Saturdays, we decided we are going to do Shakeology Saturdays. And so I'm torn with this because I love the Share Your Love on Saturday, because I feel like it's a great opportunity to shout out to the other challengers and your teammates and anyone who needs some extra love on giving them an opportunity. So I don't know. I'm probably going to suggest to our group that we do every other one. So the first week we do Shakeology. The second week we do a Share Your Love, shout out to someone in the challenge group that's inspiring you, and then just alternate like that. So that's just an idea. So that's why these are blank, because I was like, so I don't know what y'all's thoughts are regarding that. And then Sunday is Show Off Sunday. So the first week is you're going to have everyone post in the morning their scale and non-scale victories. And then that evening, you're going to ask everyone to show us your prep. Show us exactly what workouts you're going to be doing and exactly what your meal plan is for the week, just as a reminder. And that's the same one thing every single Sunday night. Show us your plan, show us your plan, show us your plan. And then it just goes through victories, give us your highs and lows from last week, give us your victories, one thing that you want to do better, just posting ideas. Okay, and then I included the point system that we have used before. Feel free to use it. If you do use it, please, please save it to your computer first so that you don't alter my original. And then I'm going to continue over the next couple of days to add more recipes. I made this document, and I want to give you just a little bit of background on this document. So what I did is I'm asking people for their email to send them information on this group. So I use a program called Automatic CEO. And that program allows you to create an email and then create follow-up emails that automatically send to them. So I created my initial email, and that initial email looks, I'm going to just show y'all real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. This is Automatic CEO. Fantasy football. So I created, where to go? For some reason, it's not doing what I want. There's only supposed to be 2 emails there. Oh well, I'm not going to take, oh wait, it's thinking. So I created initial email. So everyone that I've been inviting, I just say, could I grab your email? I put everything in one location. It's easier for you to look at. And then if you'll just message me back after you've opened the email and watched the video. So I included my same challenge group video that I uploaded to YouTube that explains what a challenge group is and what's included. And so after that, I went ahead and uploaded a second email to automatically be sent to these people with that recipe. And I say, if you haven't joined us yet, I was really excited today because I created this. This is one of the recipes that we're going to be using in my fantasy football group. I just wanted to go ahead and share it with you, and I still want you to join. So, and just, I don't know exactly what I said, but that way in 7 days, the people who initially got my email, they're going to get another email from me reminding them, hello, the group is still on. I still want you to join me. And then from there, I'm going to take those emails and put them into another list and start sending them more other emails. They'll get like 3 or 4 a month, just like once a week, something from me. Sometimes it's every other week. It just depends. Not necessarily inviting them to something all the time, but just some sort of contact with me. So from there, the other thing I wanted to make sure I told y'all was that all of my new challengers also get enrolled into one of these same setups, except they get emails for the entire 30 days they're in the group with me. So for the first 7 days, they're going to actually get the same prep material that I'm going through with them on the prep week. They're going to get those emails. Everything I'm talking about on prep week, they're going to get it in email. So that way, if they do need to go back and look at anything, it's all in their email. They don't have to scroll back through the group. And then from there, I have different emails. And Automatic CEO, basically, they already have a new challenger email. So what I've done is just modified it and made it my own. So those are just things to consider as far as business practices. Those aren't things you have to do, but those are things that are helpful for our challengers and just keeps them in the loop. And also, for me, it makes me feel like, okay, I have done 100, 300% my due diligence. Like, I've given them more than they need. It's all there, and I can wash my hands if they don't participate or don't do what they need to do. So I just wanted to make sure I told y'all about that. And I'm sorry that for some reason it's not working, but okay. So, oh, and I went ahead and gave these to y'all too that you can use. I created these little templates. They're there for you to use. I didn't put anything related to me on those. So if you want to use them for any sort of advertisement or want to use them in your emails, this is y'all's, like, I'm sharing it. So, okay. I think that's it. Any questions about the themed challenge groups?
Were you planning on uploading this to the team page so that people that are watching the recording can see this?
Yeah, it's actually there, and I did it last week, and then I'll add it again.
Where was it?
It was on the call, the link. It's
Underneath
right.
the call?
No, it's actually in the, but what I'm going to do is when I upload this call, I'm going to include the link in that, so that way it's easy to find. Yeah, I'll upload the video. Yeah, September the 13th, it says call replay, and right down it says the blueprint is there. But I will, yeah, I'll try to make it more, maybe people just didn't see that, or you couldn't see that. The video will probably be uploaded by tonight. Sometimes it takes forever. I get my husband to help me with it because I don't have the patience. And so he'll get it uploaded to YouTube tonight, and then I'll upload it to our page. If for some reason y'all don't see it by tomorrow, just send me a message and say, hey, where's that video and where's that document? And I'll make sure I get it up. Sometimes the evenings are hard. I just want to spend it with the kids, and so I try to not be focused on other things. But okay, so yeah, so I will upload the video that we talked about right now, and then I will make sure that the link to this is included in that post, so that way it's easy to find. I think that's it. The only other thing I was going to talk for just 2 seconds about is I still have on my schedule, and my plan is to invite several people to do the What is Coaching call on Monday, the webinar. So I just need to know who's going to do it with me so that I can plan accordingly as far as how we're going to do it. I did want to say too that if we're going to be doing it in a group like we did before, we're supposed to be able to dual video. So I'm supposed to be able to get on and then invite Ashley to join me. And we can be visible with 2 people on the screen, which I think is really fun. And that may actually cut down on talking so much because if someone's there. I was talking with Amber about it, and she asked, do you think it would have been helpful if someone was interviewing you to cut down on time instead of being able to just freely talk? Would it be helpful to write down a few questions and have the person that's on the video with you be asking you those few questions instead of just having free, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between just answering a question versus just talk, because y'all know I can just talk. So what would y'all say? Adrienne, Ashley, I mean, y'all were on. What is your opinion on that?
First off, I think you first asked if we were going to be on the call, and so yes, I plan to be on the call.
Okay.
I think I like the format that we had before.
Okay.
But maybe it's just because I'm already used to it.
Okay.
And I liked the way we did it before. I don't think someone else asking me questions would shorten my talking time.
Okay.
I just feel like we need to like set an alarm, whether it be on our phone or whatever, and
Okay.
it needs to go off within a certain amount of time that says wrap it up.
Okay. No, I think that's totally fine. And I'm fine with that. I think it's either way. So I think it will be, then I just need to, I'll reach out to Ebony and just make sure she's not going to do it. And Amber said that she actually would like to do one too, be a part of a What is Coaching call. And so she may be our fourth participant if Ebony is not going to do it. And so do y'all want to stick with the same topic that y'all did last week or last time? Like the same, so when we signed up for them, do y'all want to do the same one or did you want to do a different one?
I'm fine either way. Is Brandy going to do it with us? Did we extend that invite to her?
It's open to anybody. Always is.
No. Okay. I'm okay with the objection.
Okay.
I think that's what I did, but I'm also very open to doing whatever needs to be done.
Okay. I'm just going to pencil it in real fast. Okay, so what is coaching? Trying to figure out where I wrote down.
So while you're doing that, who all is in a group? I guess maybe I missed the first part of the call. As far as the October challenge groups, my understanding, I guess, is that there's 2 and 2. So is all the coaches that are in the group now, do they have a group that they're going to be in?
That is the goal, is for them to run their own groups now. And if they don't, then there's multiple options. They can say, is anyone running a challenge group? I want to be a challenger. What I would hope is, my hope that was going to happen is that, oh my gosh, Brandy is actually under Angela's team. Brandy is not on my team, and Michelle is not on my team. Brandy is actually under Michelle, and Michelle is under Angela. So what's really supposed to be happening is that Brandy and Michelle are supposed to be running challenge groups with Angela.
Okay.
And so if Angela isn't running a challenge group, Brandy and Michelle are freaking awesome, and like, y'all do amazing, and it's really wonderful to have y'all in our challenge groups. So there needs to be a place for everyone. But do you understand now that I told you, like, Brandy is like 3 or 4 people down from me, and so somebody at some point has to take responsibility and actually be a coach and run groups as a coach. I love y'all and I want to help anyone and everyone. But at some point it actually hurts me because I'm still taking care of the baby birds when I need to be getting new birds. And so does that make sense, Adrian?
Oh, it makes sense.
Okay.
I just got a text sent from Ashley saying, hey, we're doing October group. And I was like, okay. But then I didn't know if anyone else was joining us or.
And I think like it's totally okay for anyone to do any groups together, like totally fine. And I'm not saying that y'all can't do groups how I was doing groups. Like there's no off limits. There's no nothing. When we get on these calls, it's basically just like with you, Adrian, you're going to share with the Google Streak. Like it's just you sharing some knowledge and sharing some things that you've learned in the way you want to do things, but it is your business and your thing. The bigger picture is that I want everyone to keep moving forward, whether it's on their fitness journey, whether it's on their business journey, whatever it is. And so Brandy and Michelle have a place to go. My prayer is that you guys will be empowered to ask a few people to join y'all so that you can change their lives, because y'all have impacted ours so much because you're so consistent, you're so positive, you're so encouraging, and there are so many people that need you. We're already coaches, so y'all are impacting us, but we're already a coach. Like I can't imagine if you get the right people in groups that y'all run together, it is going to be crazy, like a crazy amazing. So yes, Adrian, I know that probably didn't answer your question, but really anybody and everybody can be in groups together and do whatever you guys want to do. But moving forward, I will probably like partner with one coach. My hope is that it's always a new coach on our team. That's always where I want to move, and not stay stagnant, because we don't grow when we are stagnant. So anyways, so what is coaching? So yeah.
That just reminded me, Brandy, I'm sorry, just a little affirmation here. My mom is in the challenge group with us and she absolutely adores you. So she doesn't technically know you, but the other day, no, we were talking and she said, that Brandy coach, she's always so motivating. She's always commenting on my posts. And I just thought you'd like to know that.
Well, thank you for sharing.
You are so amazing. It's so awesome. So anyone who's watching the call and who is like wondering where the heck they fit in all of this, just send me a message and we will chat about it and figure out where the best place for you to thrive is going to be. Because just because you're not ready to grow a business and don't want to do that, it's totally cool. There's always going to be a place. We just need to figure out where the best place is going to be. Okay, that's it, guys. We'll wrap it up if there's no other questions.
So are you going to ask Amber if she wants to be in the group, and then what topic she wants to take, or if she cares, and then just, I guess, post in the Fit Team page what she decides, because then that'll determine who talks about what, and then we can narrow down the time limit and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, she's already said whatever, if she can be a part of it, she will talk on whatever we need, whatever's left over. So that's why I was saying, if y'all want to keep with the same ones, then we'll just keep with the same ones. And if Ebony is going to join us, then we'll just keep it as is. But if she's not going to join us, then we'll just have her like jump in where Ebony was.
Okay.
That should make it easy. But like I said, y'all know I'm flexible. I can get on and talk about anything.
And I'm wondering if, depending on, how many people have certain people in the group, if they want to see their coach start off versus someone that they randomly don't know. I don't know if that would make a difference or not. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I totally get that. That's true.
Too.
Well, maybe. What?
Do you have anybody yet?
I am going to ask at least one of my current challengers just to see if they want to hop on. And then I have a running list of a few others that I just need to contact. So that was my goal, was to invite 10 people and just say, and then I'm going to be posting, just so y'all know, and you can do this too, on Sunday night, I'm going to be posting that we're going to host the call. And then I'm going to post another reminder on Monday. So that way maybe I can get a few bites on that, but it's always a hit or miss. Some of my posts are awesome, and then most of them are crickets. So it's like, well, we'll see. But yeah, so we'll confirm that. I'll confirm that with her. So remind me, Ebony jumped us off, and then Ashley went second, and then Adrian, right?
No. I started, and then
oh my gosh,
Ebony hopped on, and then Adrian went, and then you went.
Okay. And what I was going to do with the group, we're going to keep the same Facebook group. I'm going to take down the posts, but we'll keep the same people in the group. That was actually a suggestion on a call, is that way when we go live again in the group, the old people that are in there, they're going to see that we're starting to post in that group again.
So keep them in there?
Yeah, that's what was a suggestion. So I thought, well, that's pretty good, because it just may not have been a good time for them last month, but maybe this month they're like, okay, let's do it. You just never know. So we'll keep the same group, but we're going to take down the post. We just need to make sure we know that we need to repost the stuff that we did last time. And I'll just have Amber pick up where Ebony. Okay. Well, y'all have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on. I always enjoy, like Ashley said, it's so good to see everyone's faces. So that's what my favorite part about this is, to see everybody's faces. Okay, well, y'all have a good rest of your week, and y'all know I'm here if anything comes up, and I'll plan on getting the replay of the video plus the template up by tonight. Okay, bye y'all.
Bye.
Bye.